A two-person indie studio just tried to merge Souls-like combat with survival crafting inside a handcrafted dark fantasy world. And that idea, genuinely, is a very interesting pitch. That said, Endalor is an early access release, and with that always come a few caveats. It's made by Diorite Games, a studio of literally two people, and they've been building this for over 3 years. The game costs $20 on Steam right now, with a small launch discount, and the plan is to stay in early access for around 12 to 18 months before a full release. This is the only 3 minutes you need before you can get back to playing the game. So here's where it struggles. The interface feels unfinished, and if you watch the game's own trailers, you'll notice they tend to avoid showing it, which usually tells you everything you need to know. There's also very little direction once you're in the world. For example, there isn't a map, so after a while you do lose track of things. And overall, the graphics, well, let's just say they are not the best. But there's something underneath all of that I haven't really seen another survival game do. So, what actually works? The combat is the thing that separates this from every other survival crafter on Steam right now. It's not tight Souls-like combat, nobody should go in expecting that, but you do have to actually manage your stamina, time your dodges, and learn how enemies attack before you can reliably take them down. In a genre where most games let you just swing until something dies, the fact that Endalor makes you think about the fight is a genuine difference. And it doesn't feel as janky as you'd expect from a two-person team either. There's weight to the weapons, and the dodge rolling works the way it should. There are 9 weapon types in the game right now, things like warhammers, daggers, spears, and magic, and they actually play differently from each other with their own movesets and stat scaling. The bosses demand pattern recognition, which, again, most survival games just don't ask of you. And yes, all of this still comes wrapped in that early access package I mentioned. But here's where it gets interesting. On top of that, there's a proper RPG layer underneath the combat. You earn experience and put points into 5 attributes, and those attributes determine how well each weapon type scales for your build. So someone who invests into strength is going to get a lot more out of a warhammer than a dagger, and vice versa. It means 2 players can approach the same fight in completely different ways, which adds a layer of replayability that most survival crafters just don't have. The world is handcrafted, not procedurally generated, and it connects seamlessly across 5 zones: mountain areas, castle ruins, underground caverns. For 2 people, what's already in this build is a lot. Over 40 enemy types, 8 bosses, and the whole thing works in 4-player co-op or solo offline. Even the players who refunded acknowledge the foundation here is solid. So should you buy Endalor right now? It mostly comes down to the fact if you are willing to support indie developers with an interesting pitch. The caveats are real, the jank is there, and the price might be a bit on the high side. But so is the idea, and everything works the way it should. Looking for more dark fantasy, check my coverage on Crimson Desert. I do breakdowns of all the patches. You can check it out right here. Interested in more videos that don't waste your time? Please like and subscribe. Regardless, thank you so much for watching and hope to see you in the next one.